Hi everyone, this is Professor Nancy Che Mahan. This is an orientation video regarding the Math 130 Intermediate Algebra class at Long Beach City College. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you know how to access our Canvas course, which is where everything is going to be located in for an online class. So here I'm going to share my screen. So go onto lbcc.edu, and under lbcc.edu, when you click on Viking Portal on the left-hand corner, they'll ask you to put in your Viking ID, your student ID, and your password. So once you log into that, you will be able to access what we call the dashboard of Canvas. And on dashboard, you'll see all of your classes. And our class is going to be the class that says Math 130 Intermediate Algebra with the tree and the sun, a very summery, spring-looking type of a class. So once you go in there, go ahead and click on there, and you will see this here. And there are going to be 6 main icons on the top here. So for contacting me, if you ever need to reach me, please reach out to me whenever you need to get a hold of me. The best way to get a hold of me is through Canvas Inbox. So if you click on Inbox on the left-hand side of your screen on Canvas, you can message me directly. If for whatever reason your Canvas Inbox isn't working, you can email me, nmahan@lbcc.edu. Make sure when you email me, you let me know which section number you are in and what class that you're in, so I know what class you're referring to. You can also add me on Facebook as a Facebook friend. I have a math Facebook called Nancy Math Mahan. Math Mahan is one word. And there I'd like to post up announcements, videos, resources, etc. And I respond pretty quickly to that as well. Keep in mind that it takes me about 24 hours, within 24 hours, to respond back to messages, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And also, if you want to meet me live, you can meet me on Zoom. During our Zoom sessions, I'll be available to answer any questions that you might have as well. So at this time, let me go over the syllabus. So on the syllabus, this is where you will find everything that you need to know about the course. So I'm just going to go over it briefly here on the video, but you can read it, and I encourage you to read it in greater details. So here, the first part is my contact info. Second part is information about the course, the learning outcomes, what is this course all about? And then the weekly checklist will be on the second page. And I will go over the weekly checklist in a little bit in the video because it's also on our Canvas course. So there's a weekly checklist of what you can expect to do every single week. What materials do you need for this class? So the only thing that you need for this class, you will not need a textbook. You will just need an ALEKS class code and a student code. So the ALEKS class code is given here, and the student code is something that you have to pay for. But for the first 2 weeks, please do not pay for the class. You have a free 2-week trial. It's called a financial aid access code. So it is right here. So you're basically going to cut and paste these codes into ALEKS to gain free access for 2 weeks into our math class. You do not have to purchase a book for this class. You will need a computer with reliable internet access. If you have any problems with technology, make sure you contact the Long Beach City College Technology Help Desk. If you have issues with getting a hold of a laptop or issues with any internet issues, they're there to help you. Make sure you have a notebook or a folder to keep all your notes, all your homework problems, any worksheets that you're gonna have to print out. Organization is very key in college, so make sure you have a notebook specifically just for math. And I highly recommend getting a non-graphing calculator. It's about $10 to $12. And this is the one this is an example of one. A TI calculator, you do not need it to be graphing. You're not allowed to use a cell phone or the computer as a calculator. So make sure you get one of your own calculators. The next part is, how do I do my homework and take my quizzes and exams? What is ALEKS? So I keep mentioning this word ALEKS. Is that a person? So ALEKS is actually a web-based artificially intelligent assessment and learning system that's on the computer. So all of your homework, your quizzes and exams are done through ALEKS. So there are websites there's a website for you to access it. It's aleks.com. I talked about the class code and the financial aid access code. This is how you get started in signing up for the class. And if you experience any technical difficulties, ALEKS is there to support you as well. So make sure you contact them. So if you're having any problems with logging into ALEKS, forgetting your password, any issues on any of the problems itself on ALEKS, make sure you contact them. The third page is about the Math Success Center. So if you're not familiar with the Math Success Center, it's at Long Beach City College, and they provide a plethora of resources for you specifically in math. So they have tutoring, free tutoring available, but then they also have workshops and worksheets and things to supplement and support your learning in this class. So you get 5% to your grade if you attend 5 SLA activities. SLA stands for Supplemental Learning Assistance. So yes, it's basically you're getting credit for getting help. So here, if you click on here, you can click on the orientation video, and then you can click on here for the orientation flyer. So you're required to do 5 SLAs a semester. I would highly recommend doing 1 every 2 weeks, so you can space it out. And I'd highly recommend doing it on topics that you might need help on, or that you might want extra assistance on. So they have lots of topics on there that we go through in class. So attend those workshops, and you'll get credit for it. And once you attend those workshops, you don't have to turn anything into me. They'll let me know that you attended. A common question I have from students is, what if I fall behind? Is late work accepted? So I understand that life happens. So if you need an extension on your ALEKS homework, so ALEKS homework is due every Friday. If you need an extension, you can contact me before Friday evening, preferably via Canvas email, to let me know that you need an extension on the homework, and I will extend it until Sunday evening for you. That way, you'll still have Monday to take your quiz and your exam on time. So the reason why deadlines are there is to keep you on track and so you don't fall behind. However, there is that grace period of the weekend for you to work on things if you did fall behind during the weekdays. Of course, I would like for you to stay on task so that you could enjoy your weekend and not worry about math and cram. But I understand that life happens at times, so you might need an extension. So yes, you do get, I do accept late work for homework, and I can extend it from Friday to end of Sunday. Exam taking policies. So your quizzes and your exams are taken on ALEKS. Your quizzes are basically like practice exams. Quizzes themselves can be taken an unlimited number of times. They're not timed at all, so you can use your notes, you could get help from your friends. They basically summarize some of the main points from the homework, and it helps you to prepare for taking the exam itself. So the exam itself is every single week, and it's due by Monday. It's open between Friday and Monday. You can take it anytime during the weekend, but it's due by Monday night. They're timed for 1.5 hours, so make sure when you take the exam that you have reliable internet access and that you can focus on the exam. You have 2 opportunities to take the exam. The first time you just take it through, and because it's online, there's no partial credit. After the first time, you'll get the results, and you can look back and see what you did wrong. And then you could take it the second time during that 1.5 hours. You could take it the second time and redo any missed problems that you have, but they'll just give you a different version of that problem. So it won't be the exact problem, but it'll be a different version. And that's basically because I do that because ALEKS doesn't give any partial credit on things, so it's all or nothing. So I give you 2 chances to take your exam within a 1.5 hour time frame. And after you are done, you'll get your score right away. So what you must do is you must upload your handwritten work from your exam. So as you're working on your exam, you have to write down all of your work on a piece of paper. And then once you're done with the exam, you submitted it. Once you receive your grade, you're going to submit your handwritten exam to me through Canvas. So through Canvas, there will be an assignment that says exam 1, and then you're going to go into exam, and then you're going to upload your handwritten work. And only then will you be able to receive credit for your exam. Cheating and plagiarism. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. How is your grade calculated? So here's a visual pie chart of how your grade is calculated. So there are 16 weeks to the semester. 14 weeks you will have homework due. 14 weeks you will have quizzes. 14 weeks you will have exams. So almost every single week you have a homework, quiz, and exams. And you also have discussions as well. So all of those things will make up this part of your grade. Something that's a little bit different from the rest is that you will have 3 Zoom presentations. So I mentioned earlier that attending Zoom is optional. Again, we meet 3 times a week, Mondays at 10 a.m., Mondays at 12 noon, and Thursdays at and Thursdays at 10 a.m. You can attend any of those sessions, and they're optional. However, 3 of them are mandatory, so you have to attend at least 3, and it could be on any day of your choosing. And during those 3, you will be doing presentations to the class. So I will talk about those in a little bit. I mentioned the Math Success Center supplemental learning activities. That makes up 5% of your grade. And then your final exam and project will make up 10% of your grade. And by the way, I should mention your lowest exam and your lowest quiz will be dropped. So as you're looking through all this, you're wondering what kind of help and support can I get? What if I'm falling behind? What if I'm having problems with finding housing or finding food or even mental health issues? What do I do? Well, there are a lot of resources available to you. So I am available to you. You will have embedded tutors in this class. Math Success Center is available. The Learning Academic Research Center from the library is available for free one-on-one tutoring. Online videos, always available. Tech support from the Long Beach City College. If you have any disabilities, DSPS, you could contact them. Academic advisors, personal counseling support groups, Student Health Center, Community Housing, Veteran Services, and EOPS. So lots of services that are available if you ever run into a barrier in this class. So feel free to contact me if you're not sure which resource to look out for, and I'll be happy to help you. And again, since we are working online, make sure you understand the netiquette, meaning what is your etiquette online. So whenever you're posting on discussion forums and Zoom sessions, it's important that you interact with respect and with respect. So make sure that you do that. And if you have any questions on what that means, you can click on this link right here. Next up is the course schedule. So this is 3 pages here with a different color heading for each one. And that's partly because I kind of broke up this class into 3 different parts throughout the semester. The first part is weeks 1 through 6. So week 1, as you can see, and everything's color coordinated. As you can see, everything that's in purple here are our class Zooms. So our class Zooms meets 3 times a week, and again, they are optional, but you're required to attend at least 3 of them in order to do your Zoom presentations. So Mondays and Thursdays. In between this time, you will be working on ALEKS homework. So there will be a module open up every single week, and this module or this homework is due every Friday by midnight. So every Friday, the homework is due. Again, if you, for whatever reason, cannot meet the deadline by Friday, let me know before Friday evening, and I will extend your homework till Sunday night. So you have the weekend to work over it. But again, I highly recommend that you work on it throughout the week so you don't stress out, because there are a lot of topics to learn in each module. Over the weekend, the quizzes and the exams will be open. So there will be a quiz based on the homework that you did, and there will be an exam based on the quiz that you just did. And they will be open on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And the reason why I do that is I know you guys all have different schedules. So pick a day that works best for you and your schedule. Maybe you want to do it on Friday, or maybe you want to do it on Monday, or on a weekend. So pick whichever day that works best for you and keep to that schedule. So the quiz is, again, unlimited chances and untimed, so you can take as many times as you want. and use that to prepare yourself for the exam. And the exam can only be taken, is 1.5 hours, and you have 2 tries to do it within those 1.5 hours. So the exams are always due on Monday night. Notice that there's a Zoom on Monday morning at 10 a.m. and 12 noon, and I did that specifically because I knew that exams are due on Monday night. So if for whatever reason you had questions on the material from the previous week and you didn't get a chance to ask anyone to get help, you can always ask me on Monday morning during our Zooms, and I'll be more than happy to help you with understanding any of those topics. And then we repeat. We repeat with working on the modules for the rest of the week. Do homework before Friday, take the quizzes over the weekend, and take the exams before Monday hits. Notice on Thursdays, you have this blue thing, which is discussion. So every single week, there's a discussion due by Thursday night. So I'm going to have a lot of different types of discussions for you, but a lot of the discussions will be about solving some problem and you being the teacher, where you get to pick a problem from the worksheet that I'll be giving throughout the week, and you will pick which, and you'll be able to pick a topic and teach it. So I'll talk more about that in a second, but that is due every Thursday. And as you can see here, Zoom presentation 1 is due anytime during the Zoom sessions between 3 to 6. So I mentioned that there are 3 Zoom sessions that are required to do. So you could do the first one anytime between weeks 3 to 6, the second one anytime between weeks 7 and 10, and the third one anytime between weeks 11 to 15, not including the finals week. So you have to do 3 Zoom presentations within those time frames. So that are our Zoom. So if you click on this link here, it'll take you to a Zoom page. And once you go to that Zoom page, if you, they'll ask you to put in a meeting ID. So the meeting ID is always this number right here, or you could just click on this link. And that's where you can meet me on Zoom on Mondays 10 a.m., Mondays 12 noon, or Thursdays 10 a.m. And as I mentioned before, these are optional Zoom meetings. You do not have to attend them. However, 3 of them are required throughout the semester so that you could do your Zoom presentations. So why should you attend the Zoom sessions if they're optional? Well, let me tell you what happens here. In these Zoom meetings, I'll have a chance for questions and answers. If you have any questions on any of the material from ALEKS, from the homework, from the exam, any questions at all, this is your time to ask me, or any questions about the class in general. I'm here to help you during those times. I will also go over a sample lecture of what is to come for that upcoming week. So I will give you a live lecture of some of the main highlights of that upcoming week. And then after that, I will put you into breakout rooms with other classmates. So in those breakout rooms, you'll have a chance to work on a problem that I did in my lecture. So you'll have a chance to practice doing one of your own math problems with a group of 3 to 4 other people. So this is a great chance to meet other classmates because in your Zoom presentations, you'll be having to work with other people. So you're going to have to form groups, and what better way to form groups than meeting each other in these breakout rooms. So when you meet each other in these breakout rooms, if there's someone that you enjoyed working with or a group that you enjoyed working with, make sure you exchange information so that you can do Zoom presentations together. So the breakout rooms are a great way to meet other people, but also a great way to practice doing some of the problems that I did in the sample lecture. And then during the Zoom meetings are when we have the Zoom presentations. So for the groups that sign up to do the presentations, they will be presenting during these times. So they'll start all at 10 a.m., they'll start at 12 noon, they'll start at 10 a.m. Here, they're about 2 hours long each, but if they end early, then they'll end early. If they, but the maximum it'll go for is for 2 hours each Zoom session. All right, the math video lectures. So if you click on these links here, math video lectures, either there or here, I've created a playlist that says, actually I already put up here. I've created a playlist that is entitled Math Rocks. So here I have over 100 videos of all of the topics of Math 130, and I've actually am constantly adding more to it as well. So you might get overwhelmed looking at all these videos and you're trying to figure out, well, how do I know which video to look at? Well, to find out which video to look at, you're going to click on modules, and under each module, you'll be able to see every week. So here in week 1, if you click on week 1, you'll see a section for watching YouTube videos. So here, week 1, you'll have all these videos on here that are pertaining to week 1 topics. So when you click on watching YouTube videos, there's going to be a worksheet assigned to that week. So that worksheet will cover all of the topics that you will see in ALEKS for that week. So that worksheet will have all those topics, and in my videos, I will go over every single one of those problems on the worksheet, and I'll tell you which problem I'm doing. So you don't have to watch all of the videos. You could just watch the videos that pertain to the question that you have. So I hope that makes sense. So every week you'll have YouTube videos to watch that comes with worksheets that you can click on. So for an example, I'm going to click on this worksheet here. Well, so for this worksheet here, it's a PDF. You can print it out and you'll see that, for example, this one has 30 topics. So every single problem here will show up on your ALEKS homework. And if you're doing these problems and you don't know how to do it, you could go ahead and look for that problem through my video and be able to get an explanation of it. Next up is ALEKS Intro and Support. So how do you sign up for ALEKS? And what is ALEKS? So if you click on here, you will see that there's a PowerPoint created by ALEKS on how to navigate through ALEKS and how to sign up and all that stuff. So how to register in ALEKS, I put that here in writing, but there's also a nice video and PowerPoint that you can go through. Something to keep in mind with ALEKS is that the first thing you're going to do when you register for ALEKS is that they're going to have you do a tutorial where it walks you through how to input answers in. After the tutorial, they're going to ask you to do an initial knowledge check. So the initial knowledge check is very important. You'll have to do that before Thursday. Thursday's a cutoff to do it. Thursday, September 3rd of week 1. And in that knowledge check, ALEKS is basically just assessing to see where you are at in your math skills. It is not graded, but it's ALEKS' way of trying to see where you're at so that they know what type of problems to throw at you. So please don't cheat on it. Don't have someone do it for you, because if you do, ALEKS is going to have you skip a lot of material that you needed to know and make you jump into really hard stuff right away. So do your best on it. Work on your own, working on the initial knowledge check. It's not graded, so don't sweat over it, but just do your best. And once you're finished with the knowledge check, you'll have access to the course and you'll start what we call the path. So the path is something that you go through every single week to complete your topics. There's a pie chart that you'll see on your front page. The pie chart, the more topics that you learn, the more it'll start filling up. Throughout your time in ALEKS, you'll get knowledge checks along the way. So the knowledge checks along the way, please do not blow through them. This is ALEKS' way of making sure that you retain the information that you already learned. So say you already mastered 30 problems, and then you're working on your homework, and all of a sudden a knowledge check comes up. And the knowledge check is now testing you on the 30 problems that you already mastered. If you don't do well on it, they will put those topics back into your chart to redo them. So make sure that you do your best on those knowledge checks and don't blow through them. Again, knowledge checks are not graded, but it's ALEKS' way of checking to make sure that you retain the information that you've learned. Last but not least on these icons is additional resources. So when you click on here, you'll see all the resources that are available to you should you need any assistance during your time here in this class or during your time at Long Beach City College. This information is also on your syllabus as well. As you scroll down on the Canvas homepage, you'll see the welcome video that I sent out to you guys before. And here you'll be able to hear a little bit about me. It's only a short 3-minute video where I greet you so you get to know who I am. And also I share the 3 reasons why I love teaching math. And then the orientation video that you're watching right now will be on here as well. Very, very important that by Thursday of this week, that you do 2 things in order to remain enrolled in this class. Those 2 things is 1, do your discussion number 1, and 2, complete the registration and initial knowledge checks on ALEKS. So if you do not have these things completed by Thursday, you may be dropped from the class. So the weekly checklist. The weekly checklist here basically lays out the train tracks or the tracks of what you need to do to pass this class. So you have a big destination, an exciting one, but it's also very challenging. And I see my role as kind of the conductor of this class, and I'm laying out train tracks for you to get you to your final destination. And your final destination is 1, pass the class, 2, understand the material, and 3, prepare you for your next math class, and 4, hopefully that you enjoy the ride along the way. So every week, this is what you can expect to do. First thing is attend Zoom. So again, Zooms are optional, Mondays at 10 a.m., at 12 noon, and Thursdays at 10 a.m. They're optional. However, during these Zoom sessions, what we cover is pretty important, and I encourage you to attend. I will answer any and all questions that anyone might have on the material. I will do a sample lecture, a sample live lecture regarding a topic that I see is very important in the class. I'll give you a problem to work on in Zoom. I'll put you into breakout rooms. And in breakout rooms, that's when you work in small groups in Zoom to work on these problems and to meet your other classmates. And it's really important for you to meet other classmates because you're going to have to be doing Zoom presentations in this class with other people. So what better way to meet other people than by meeting them in a breakout room? And during the Zoom sessions, we will also have Zoom presentations where we'll have groups doing their presentations. And again, 3 presentations are required each semester. So although the Zoom sessions are optional, I highly recommend that you attend, and you'll experience these things when you attend. So those are the Zoom sessions. Every week, make sure you watch the YouTube videos that I have for that week pertaining to the lessons. If you need help on any of the topics, you're going to be doing homework. So you're going to be doing it through ALEKS. Practice makes perfect. So you're going to have a lot of homework to do. Homework will be done online. I highly recommend setting aside 15 hours a week for this class. Normally in a in-class session, it takes, you're in class for 2.5 hours each session twice a week. So you're in class for 5 hours a week, and then you have 10 hours worth of homework. So because we don't have any in-class session, 10 plus 5 is 15. So expect to set aside 15 hours a week consisting of watching videos, going on Canvas, doing your ALEKS homework, doing exams and quizzes. So expect to spend that much time. So look at your schedule and make sure you have that time. After you do your homework, which is due every Friday by midnight, and again, if you need an extension till Sunday, you can ask me via Canvas inbox. You could ask me before Friday evening to let me know that you need an extension, and I'll extend it till Sunday night for you. Assess. Every week there will be quizzes and exams. Quizzes are open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and exams are also open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Quizzes will be based on your homework, and your exams will be based on your quiz. So the quizzes are untimed, they're unlimited, so you can take as many times as you want. You could get help from other people. I recommend using the quizzes to kind of test yourself to see how you would do on an exam. But if you do your homework, then you should be fine with doing the quizzes. And if you do your quizzes, you'll be fine with doing your exams. So your exams are timed for 1.5 hours. You have 2 opportunities to take the exam. The second chance is to retake any missed problems, and that's within the 1.5 hours. Make sure you have reliable internet and you're undistracted. And once you're done with your exam, not your quiz you can just do on the computer. I don't need to see anything. But your exam, I need you to handwrite all your work legibly. And then once you're done, I want you to upload it, your exam, into the Canvas assignment for that week. So every week there's a Canvas assignment that says exam 1, exam 2, etc. You're going to upload your work on there, and you can take a picture, scan it in, and then I will record your grade after that. So you could take your quizzes or exams anytime during the weekend, as long as it's turned in by Monday, 11:55 p.m. Every week there are discussions, and that's due by Thursdays. SLAs, you need to do 5 SLAs this semester. I recommend doing 1 every 2 to 3 weeks, but the deadline is flexible. And then the Zoom presentations. So learn by teaching others. If you click on this, there's a cool article here that talks about why teaching other people really helps you to learn as well. So I won't go through this, but you could just read through it, skim through it, the benefits of teaching others. So work together with 1 or 2 other classmates. So there should be no more than 3 people in a group, and you are to present a 5-minute teaching demo during any of our Zoom sessions. So teaching demos should cover topics learned in the class. You can use PowerPoint slides, whiteboards, other visuals. They're all encouraged. So 3 presentations are required. The first presentation is due anytime between weeks 3 to 6. Second presentation is anytime between weeks 7 and 10. And third presentation is anytime between 11 to 15 weeks. You don't have to have the same people in the group. It could be different people each time. And again, you're going to meet people through our Zoom sessions when we have breakout sessions. So again, if you click with anyone and you enjoyed working with anyone, make sure you connect with them to work with you on doing a Zoom presentation. So when you sign up, you're going to click on here. And this is an Excel sheet. And here you can see this presentation 1, 2, and 3. These are the Zoom sessions that we have, Mondays at 10, Mondays at noon, and Thursdays at 10 a.m. And here, I will have 4 groups during each session that can present. So if you want to present, say on week 3, 9, 13, you're going to click on here and write down your name, say Nancy, Bob, and Stephanie, right? And make sure you write down your last name as well, so whatever your last name is. And then also, I want you to also include the section number that you're in. So you're section number 43892, whatever. I'm just making it up. So make sure you write down your first and last name. So Nancy Mahan or Stephanie Mahan or whatnot. Write down your first and last name and the section number that you're in. And if you have it, write down the presentation topic or title. So say this week, I'm going to talk about solving linear equation or something. So whatever it is that you guys will be doing. So back to our home page here. As you can see, there are things on the side. If you click on modules, this is where you will see what you need to do each week. So here's the course information, the welcome page you just saw, how to contact me, how to get to know your classmates. You get to see some fun things you could do on there, additional help and support, and a Math Success Center orientation video and flyer. So for week 1, you can see that there's an introduction to ALEKS of registering and doing the initial knowledge check. Your first discussion will be to introduce yourself. And again, this is due by Thursday night at the latest, and you need to respond to one other classmate as well. You'll have videos to watch, and it comes with a worksheet that you can look at the worksheet and look at the videos and follow along. And you don't have to look at all of them if you already know the topics. You can skip it, but if there's certain topics that you need help with, you could do that. Then you're going to have to do ALEKS homework, which is due by Friday. And again, there are lots of topics. So I highly recommend spending every single day, spending about 2 hours a day working on the ALEKS homework. And then you can have the quiz that's going to be opened up on Friday, and it'll be due by Monday. Exam 1, again, open up on Friday, due by Monday. And here, when you click on the exam, this is where you need to upload your, here you're going to have to upload your assignments, your handwritten work. So I don't need you to upload anything for quiz 1, but I do need you to upload your exam work. And then SLAs, if you happen to do an SLA that week, it's just a reminder to let you know that you need to do at least 5 SLAs, but it's there as a reminder. So that concludes the orientation for our class and how to navigate through our Canvas course, how to look at our syllabus, what you can expect each week, how to contact me. If you have any questions on anything that I have presented here, please feel free to contact me. I look forward to working with you this semester.